This week, Doechii got y'all mad on the internet, and Jermaine Dupri does a moonwalk on his original question. Let's talk about it.
The STEM Society.
Welcome back to the STEM Society. My name is Cole Jackson. This is episode 91, and we are live. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode, man. I appreciate you guys supporting this. I'm tripping. I appreciate you guys supporting the show. Continue to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get 1,000 subscriptions by the end of March. By the end of March, I can't talk right now. I'll tell you why in a minute. Let me get my spiel out. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of March. Please, if you enjoy this content, if you don't enjoy it, don't matter. Share this with somebody. Let somebody know that you have a black content creator trying to get in this hip hop media space because it's filled up with too many fake people. So before I get into everything, I literally just looked at, well, I don't know why my phone's going off. I literally just seen this tweet, and I know y'all lying. The Daily Loud is saying, and I don't trust this. This just randomly popped on my timeline. Vivica Fox celebrates getting a BBL at 60 years old. Are y'all? Is this true? Like, please tell me that that's a lie. Please tell me that's a lie. I try to go with my social media before I start doing this show, so I kind of be up to date with what's going on, man. But like, if Vivica Fox is getting a BBL out here at 60, what have we done? What is society coming to? This is crazy. Not trying to shame her. If that's what she wants to do, that's fine. Wasn't she like? Wasn't she begging for a man or talking about her standards for a man not too long ago on these talk shows? Like, wasn't that a thing? It's been a weird first 3 months in 2025. But if Vivica Fox out here getting BBLs at 60 years old, bro, we have failed as a community. We as a society, as black folks, we have completely failed. Just another failure, man. Just throw the whole damn shit away. Throw the year away now, man. This is hilarious. So congrats, Vivica Fox. Hopefully you will get the man that you were looking for. Or if you prefer to be single, hey, do that. But niggas out here throwing parties for BBL, bro. For BBLs. Society is lost. Completely lost.
Music news.
So y'all was really upset about this whole thing with Doechii, and it was fucking hilarious.
Okay, what's my biggest dating red flag?
Is it being on the DL?
You're on the right track. I have my answer.
Is it close enough?
You want to guess one more time what would be a red flag for me?
Bad music taste?
Oh, that is a good one.
Because that's one for me.
That is a good one.
Like,
but that's
what
not
do you
what
mean
I put.
you don't listen to Michael Jackson? But okay.
Okay, this is a huge red flag for me.
All right. It's so crazy. I was going to say men.
Y'all were pissed for no apparent reason. Y'all were mad, and it was funny as fuck. So the whole thing about her saying straight men was a red flag. Hey, newsflash, guys. Doechii has been claiming to be bisexual for a very long time. There was last year she had a Breakfast Club interview where she talked about being bi and dating bi men. Clip.
You also could have let me know up front, what your style was. I'm bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I've dated a bisexual man. No problem.
It's different when it's a man.
Let me know what it is up front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can make your decision. Yeah.
Let me know what it is up front. I'll accept you for who you are. It doesn't really matter. I think.
Yeah, that's something that she said. She has consistently been on this whole thing about being gender fluid. She's been sexuality, all of this shit, man. She even said this on Joe Budden's podcast. She has been this person for a very long time. I got introduced to Doechii back in 2022 when she put out Her She Black Bitch. That was an EP that she did, which was very good, by the way. When I heard that, I already knew that she was going to be somebody special. Her music has been consistent with who she is. She's always been herself. She's never really pushed an agenda like a lot of you niggas are saying online, which is fucking hilarious. A lot of you people felt like y'all had a chance to date this girl. Sorry. Sorry to bust your bubble. It's hilarious to me too because I don't understand why she continues to get all the hate. She has been, you guys on the internet have said she does Harriet Tubman music. You guys have said she's an industry plant. You guys have said that she's not very talented. You guys have said that this is something, they pushed the button on her. What is it about her that makes y'all so upset? I don't get it. She put out a very, very good album, Alligator Bites, or mixtape. Sorry, I call it an album. It's a mixtape. She put out a great mixtape called Alligator Bites. Alligator Bites was very different. At the time she dropped that, she was going left when everybody else was going right. People was really doing this pussy rap thing and everybody was really fucking with it. And y'all was complaining about that. Man, these women don't be talking about nothing but the same shit. You guys complain about everything. So when somebody puts something out that's completely different, now it's something that was she's a plant. The album is good. Very good. Was it album of the year for me? No, it wasn't. But it was still one of the best albums I heard last year. And it should be something that you guys liked as well. The whole industry plant thing really fucks with me because she's coming up under a system that's TDE. So if you're going to call her an industry plant, then SZA's got to be an industry plant too, right? Because SZA came up under the same TDE banner. She's on that label. TDE has consistently taken artists, molded them into something great, and we get great music from them. Again, I don't know where the industry plant thing comes from. I don't know why you guys continue to hate this girl. She also just won Billboard's Woman of the Year. Deserved. A lot of people say Glorilla should have got that. I can see the argument. I can see where people would say that. Glorilla had a great year. I think she's on a feature run that nobody's going to be able to fuck with in 2025. But I don't think that Glorious has the same type of impact as Alligator Bites does. They're not very comparable. And I love Glorious. I thought Glorious was a great album, but it ain't Alligator Bites. There is something here that resonates in Doechii's music that people like. She is the it girl right now. It's happened before. Remember when Cardi dropped? Was she a plant? Cardi B's first album won a Grammy for Hip Hop Album of the Year. And I didn't see the same vitriol or the same hate that you guys are giving Doechii. I never seen y'all say anything about Cardi B being a industry plant. Even though we seen her on Love and Hip Hop, and she had, 2 mixtapes previously, but what's the difference between Doechii's rise and Cardi B's rise? Again, Cardi B's first album won Hip Hop Album of the Year, and I never seen not one thing said about her being industry plant, albeit that was about 8 years ago, and half of you guys didn't know what industry plants were then, like you don't know what an industry plant is now. But at the end of the day, anytime somebody is super successful, we have to give them this brand of industry plant like it's something bad. How is the industry plant destroying music? Let me ask that. How is the industry plant doing something to take away from organic hip hop? Y'all niggas don't even like organic hip hop. If y'all did, I would see more people talking about people like Coda the Friend. Coda the Friend is a fire-ass lyricist. I would see more people talking about, what's my man, Mick Jenkins. Nobody talks about these people, bruh. And they're very good rappers. And they're organic in what they do in their movement. But y'all don't talk about that shit. Y'all talk about the overhyped bullshit more than anything. The industry plant label has been overused and oversaturated by a lot of common people who don't even listen to real hip-hop. Y'all niggas is sitting up here still listening to this processed bullshit and saying, well, that's a plant. Your favorite artist is probably a plant too. You might want to rethink how you're calling people out. Never can quite figure out why was so much confusion around what she said on Hot Ones. Honestly, I thought she was referring back to her song, Denial is a River. The song is basically about somebody who cheated on her, a straight man who cheated on her with another man. Isn't that what the song is about? Like, I think that's in the first verse. Dude was dating a person named Sue. Sue ended up being a guy. So when she said her red flag was straight men, I'm thinking like, oh, she's subtly talking about denial is a river. And you guys took that whole thing and ran with it. Like, y'all just ran with it. Even a lot of the talking heads said something. Like Wayno, when he dropped his video about it, I was kind of confused because I know Wayno is smarter than that. And I didn't think he would take the route that he took, but he did. So I don't know, man. I think all of this outrage behind Doechii being saying a straight man is her red flag was just probably a really dumb and terrible joke that didn't land. And I think she was really referring to that song. Who knows? I know that the outrage needs to stop because a lot of y'all are just mad for absolutely no reason. So Jermaine Dupri wanted to moonwalk on his initial tweet from this past week because he got so much back. I guess he got a lot of hell for what he asked on Twitter, which was the whole thing about what makes being an independent artist so special. The majors, you're chasing what the majors are doing, so on and so forth. I covered this in the last video. And I seen that he did another video saying, hey man, like, I know what I know, but I don't know everything. It was a very interesting way to answer everything because he got so much heat from all the podcasts. Let me give you a quick clip about what he said.
When I ask the question, I already think that this is my mindset. This is what my mindset is. If you're independent, the things that come with independent, these are the things that come in the happy meal of an independent box. Owning your masters, getting your publishing, doing the royalties, and you having to pay the royalties to people that you work with, and the freedom. These are things that are standard to me in an independent deal. You never know everything. People believe that you do because you become successful. And I wrote this down in my phone last night because I was going to say this. But people believe that I know everything because I've become successful. But I know in my heart of hearts that I don't know everything. And if I ask a question, I know that that's what y'all jump to. Like Jermaine, he should know better than this. That's what Joe Budden said. But I'm just asking a question. So I just want y'all to understand that. I asked the question. Everybody's blowing it out of proportion. People are also answering the question with what they want to say.
Jermaine Dupri is one of those people to me. When I think about him, one, I always say legend. I was born in the South, grew up halfway in the South and halfway in the West Coast. But Jermaine Dupri will always be a legend. He'll always be somebody who I look at and say success. But when you ask the question first and give the resume second, that's asked backwards, my guy. Like, if you had all of this knowledge, because early in the video, I didn't show you the full 5 minutes, but I just showed you an important part of it. Early in the video, he goes over his endeavors as an independent producer or somebody who handled things independently. We live in an age where we can only take you at face value when you're posting things on Twitter. Some of us don't know your resume in the independent world. I personally took offense to his original question because it sounds very tone deaf. I said that in the very beginning. This is a very tone deaf question. You sound like somebody who don't know what's going on. And then after you get all the heat, then you want to go down your independent resume. Lead with that next time. Why didn't you lead with that? Because you the one who came out here with the original question sounding like you were tone deaf to the fact, or like Joe Budden said, or on the Joe Budden podcast, said you sounded like a dinosaur. Lead with your credentials, then ask the question. And I think you're smart enough to know that. My conspiracy brain goes to this. It's either engagement baiting or this nigga is trying to get data collection. Because when you go back through and look at everybody who answered that question, it was a lot of game from a lot of independent artists that was getting put down on that particular question. It's just funny to me that Jermaine Dupri asked this question, comes back with all of these facts about him being a part of the independent world and knowing what independent world does, and just saying, well, I just don't know everything. A lot of this shit, man, really pisses me off because either you're baiting us to get data or you're really just a dumb motherfucker. The albums that you've sold, the production that you've done, the people that you work with, lets me know that you've been in several rooms of how a lot of labels move and work. And I don't think people who get to your level are that dumb when it comes to understanding independent artists and what happens when you do stuff on a major label. I just can't, my mind won't let me, I can't wrap my mind around that. You're too successful and you're too smart and you know too many other executives in this music game to ask something like that. So either he's going to put something out that's going to be a label independently, or maybe he might go to the Larry Jackson route with what Larry Jackson has going on. I don't know. But the kind of lying that this nigga's doing in this video is fucking hilarious. I don't care what anybody says. My personal opinion is this nigga's lying. I don't believe shit that he's saying as far as like, well, you know, I don't know. He read it off of his phone about just because I'm successful don't mean I know everything. Shut the fuck up. That's bullshit. You're bullshitting us, and I know you are. I think Jermaine Dupri has something up his sleeve. I don't trust any of that shit. None of it at all. I don't trust the moonwalking that he just did, the backpedaling, all of that shit. I don't trust it at all. So, that being said, hopefully we can see what's coming down the line, because JD's not going to sit up here and give us a video trying to explain his question for nothing, especially with the type of lies that was in what he was saying in his response. So let's just wait and see what comes after this whole back and forth that he had on the internet. So before I get up out of here, man, I just wanted to address the whole Shannon Sharpe and Andrew Shultz situation. I'm actually recording this the day of. It's Wednesday morning while I'm recording this, and I just seen the post on Twitter. And a few things came to my mind. Like, I actually reposted it and said that you guys aren't going to do shit. I think a lot of people put a lot of fake outrage out here about Shultz and some of the things that he said. And I think a lot of people are upset with Shultz because, one, they don't know his comedy. Two, his skin tone, him being a white guy, has a lot to do with how people feel about the things that he says. And three, you know, that whole black woman thing that he was a part of, we don't have enough people. We didn't have enough people to boycott or to put up a united front to dent anything that he's doing. Ever since that whole situation, he's still getting money. He still got his fan base. Still has his podcast. He just dropped a Netflix special, and Charlamagne is still backing him. So with those things in his favor, I don't think that people are going to put a dent in his pockets in any means at all. Nothing's going to happen to this guy. I've already seen people on social media talk about, man, Club Shay Shay, how could he do this? Or Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is still chasing that Cat Williams interview. That Cat Williams interview is still the best thing he's ever done on Club Shay Shay. And he's still chasing it. One thing about him he's going to do, he's going to chase that bag regardless. He just got it. I think he re-signed with ESPN. He's got a whole podcast network. He's doing things to get money. He's going to get as much money as he possibly can. And you guys being on the internet complaining about it and retweeting clips that's going to come out, because we're going to get some clips. Andrew Shultz is going to do what Andrew Shultz does best, which is not pull any punches, and he's going to say what's on his mind. If you guys feel so strongly about the Club Shay Shay thing, it's only one real way you can stop it. Don't watch it. Don't share it. Don't do any of that shit. If you guys really feel so strongly, and this is not the fake outrage that we see on social media on a regular basis, because a lot of y'all niggas be mad about nothing, then you won't be sharing it, or you won't be clipping it up and trying to get your likes and your views and your things up in social media, because a lot of y'all niggas say one thing and you do another. You're supporting somebody to get over on us completely. Shannon Sharpe is going to do only what we allow him to do as far as us being in the black community. And if I'm being real, we've let it get away with so much. Why stop now? Why let the shit go, man? Shannon Sharpe is going to continue to be successful because there's a very large percentage of people out here who don't see anything wrong with what he's doing, who really don't care. They're going to support it no matter what. I'm not going to watch it because Club Shay Shay is not even appealing to me anymore. The interviews are trash. The last interview that I watched was, who was that on there? He had an artist on there. Coco Jones. I wanted to see what he was going to talk about with Coco Jones because I think she's a dope R&B singer. And that's he's just not an interviewer. He's not a great interviewer. He does a lot of research about a lot of bullshit and not really get to the meat and potatoes of everything. If I want a real interview with Coco Jones, I should watch Zane Lowe because Zane Lowe knows music and it's a music-based show. I'm just throwing it out here because I know it's going to be something that's crazy that's going to come out of this whole situation. I know a lot of y'all are going to be fake outraging on social media. I've already muted a lot of y'all, so I'm not even going to allow myself to get out of my piece. But if you are going to feel this strongly about what Club Shay Shay is going to be about, then you better do what's right, and that's not click play. Don't watch it. Stop supporting it. Stop reposting it. Stop taking the clips out of it. If y'all want to hurt this man, you got to hurt his pockets because that's the only way you're going to be able to get to somebody that big. Good luck on your show, Shannon Sharpe. We'll see what happens later on. I don't have anything else. That's it. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode of STEM Society. Man, please continue to support me. Subscribe to the channel. Share this content with other people and let people know you enjoy what I've been giving you guys. Commentary on hip-hop, commentary on music culture. Hit me up and let me know what's going on in the comments. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll catch you next episode. Peace out.
Thank you for joining the STEM Society.